Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Platypus. Platypus is a game designed by legendary designer Phil Walker Harding, published by Matago, plays 3 to 8 players, ages 8 plus, 30 minutes. This is a pretty quick game, especially if you play according to the rules. It's lightning fast. Effectively what you're doing in this game is you are taking on the role of some guides, trying to lead your explorer, who is going to be marked by this little token here, to pick a certain word from 8 words that are available. They're going to pick a random word. They're going to show everybody. You're going to be playing cards from your hand to describe that word so they guess it. That's it. It has a theme about a platypus. No idea what that means. But let's go out to the table. Check it out.
Come on, play the game.
All right, so here's a game of Platypus, all set up for 4 players. I'm playing the easy mode. I'm playing the standard mode of the game. So in those modes, you are going to flip 8 noun cards, which I've done here. Put 1 at each of the spaces. You're going to play through 4 rounds, so there'll be 3 more rounds. And then you're going to give each player 8 adjective cards. Then you're going to randomly select someone to be the first explorer. So in this case, it'll be this player. They're going to take these cards, they're going to shuffle them, and they're going to show them to all the other players. Now, I shouldn't know what this is, but because this is a playthrough, I need to know what this is so I can show you how the game works. So what would normally happen is this player would show this card to everyone else like this. I still don't know what it is, but I'll look at it before I give it back. So, all right, then they put it back into the deck. Now, I'm going to put it here so I remember which one it is. Just kind of spoilers, but so yeah. So now what's going to happen is this player's not going to play any cards. Starting with the player to their left, which will be this player, they're going to take one of their cards, which are basically just cards with words on them. So they have sustainable, fearful, childish, far, dirty, curvy, thin, rural. Okay, they're going to play a card down to describe Gollum to the players. Now, a Gollum could be, well, that's the Gollum from Lord of the Rings. But everybody needs to know what the words are. If you don't know what a word is, you can remove a card and get a new one. But that's Gollum from Lord of the Rings. So now what they're going to do is they're going to look at their cards and they're going to play a card. So let's say they play this. They're going to play childish. They'll play it over here by me. They're going to play childish. So this player is going to then look out here and they're going to eliminate 1 or 2 cards that they think do not fit that criteria. Okay? So they're going to say, I don't know, a volcano is not really childish. And I think Chernobyl is not really childish, so they'll cancel that. Then when you're done with that, the rulebook says you can say kookaburra if you want to, which is some Australian bird. Or you can just say, hey, are we still good to go? If the word you're trying to guess is still out there, it didn't get eliminated, give it thumbs up, good to go. All right, so that's their turn. You do not draw another card. You're only going to draw a card when you've played and you have less than 4 cards, you draw back up to 4. Then it'll be this player's turn. Same thing. They're going to look at their cards. They have wet, stinky, pale, soft, funny, passive, savage, and greedy. So, perfect card, greedy. So, again, this player's going to look out here. They're going to think, I don't know, a lawnmower is not really greedy. That's silly. And then a drum is greedy. Probably not. So they'll eliminate drum. And they'll say, we good, kookaburra? Still good. The word is still there. So we keep going. Then it's this player's turn. They're going to take their cards. They have poor, mechanical, annoying, memorable, robust, brilliant, extraordinary, and holy. And they're going to play annoying. Because that's their best word. Okay? So, I don't think it's a neurosurgeon because they're not super annoying. Gollum is annoying. Gargoyles are statues, not super annoying. So I'm just going to flip statues because I think YouTube's annoying too. So we'll go there. I'm only going to do 1. I ask, are we still good? Kookaburra. Boom, still good. All right, so then back to this player. They look at their cards again. Sustainable, fearful, far, dirty, curvy, thin, rural. They have dirty, but I want to show you how passing works. So they're going to go ahead and pass. That means they're not going to play a card. Now what happens is this player has to play a card. If someone passes, the player after them has to play a card. So let's see. We will do wet, stinky, pale, soft, funny, passive, savage. Let's do stinky. So we're going to do stinky. All right, so we have what left is stinky. I'm going to guess a neurosurgeon is probably not stinky. And then YouTube's probably not stinky. And then we'll ask if it's good. They say yes. The word was Gollum. So we earned a point. Then after that, we will flip all over all of these cards. Takes a minute with one hand, and you'll bring in another card right here to fill up that spot. And then the Explorer, all these cards will get discarded. The Explorer token will pass to the next player, so they're going to be the one guessing, and they'll shuffle again. So they'll shuffle the deck here, and they'll show the cards. So they show that to all the other players, and then put it right there just so I know what's going on. And then you're going to keep going like that, and you're going to play through 4 rounds. And then if you get it right, you can put it like that. If you get it wrong, just put it face down next to it. And in the back of the book, there is a scoring section, which is broken down right here. And if you get 4, you are wonderful. If one day Platypus becomes an event at the Olympic Games, sign up. If you get a 3, you're awesome. You're among the very best teams. If you get a 2, you got a solid performance. If you get a 1, it's a start, but you can't brag about your score yet. And if you get a 0, you probably, it says you don't understand the rules, start a new game, only get better. And that's it. So that is a pretty quick rundown, as good as I can do it by myself. So that's Platypus. Let's go up the top. See what I think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, well, that was Platypus. So let's talk about components. Here's the board. I like the art. I think the color is cool. The art's silly and quirky. The Platypus character is bizarre. I don't understand it. It's cute though. The little Explorer token, I like that. Card quality is really nice linen finish. All these cards with the numbers, they have a similar art because all you really care about is the number. You got the box cover on the back here, which is really neat. You got a whole pile of the adjective cards. This is not even all of them because I still have the ones from the playthrough down. So many. I forget how many it says there are. There are 150. So 150 adjective cards. And then you have noun cards. There are 120 of those. So you got a big fat stack of noun cards to keep using. Even if you play with the same noun cards every single time, it wouldn't matter because the adjective cards are going to come out differently, and the number that you're trying to guess is going to come out. Although I played a lot of games, and 3 comes out an awful lot. I don't know. Maybe the card's weighted or something. I don't know. But yeah, really nice cards. Nice variety there. Rules, super simple. This is what it is. Front page, which shows components. Back page, which shows a 9-player game mode and some FAQ. Everything you need to know right there. There's a couple variants. There's the dingo mode. There's even harder variants where instead of giving 8 cards, you can give 6 or 4 depending on how hard you want it to be. And yeah, but all that's laid out in here. I'm not going to go into it because it's similar, just going to function a little bit differently. So yeah, this is a fun party game. I'm not a big party game guy. I've talked about that a lot on the channel. I don't like party games, but this is one that I enjoy. It's kind of reminiscent of Just One, where you're trying to lead somebody to guess a word with using clues. This does it in a completely different way, but it gives me a similar vibe, and that's a party game that I really enjoy. So it should be no surprise that I also dig this one. And I think the art and the production on this one is way better than Just One. Just One's effectively cards and a dry erase board. This one's got some cool orange and blue and cute little platypuses. And it's called Platypus. No idea why. Does it say on the book? Nope, I have no idea. Couldn't tell you what that means, but it's called Platypus, so there is that. So yeah, I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. As far as party games go, this is going to get a pretty high rating for me. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Platypus from designer Phil Walker Harding and published by Matago. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.